visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
New to the Crumley student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
Come on!
With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Staff are reminded to care about students. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
You ever thought about why they're so keen to teach us to read? Think about it. So we can read what they write. Well, it makes so much sense when you think about it. It's just another way for them to control us. That's why I only trust the Daily Disorder for my news. They take the regular news and turn every word into an anagram, breaking down the code. You can't understand a thing. It's perfect.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part. students are reminded to be in two places at once. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
You think I got into radio because of some fancy piece of paper? No, sir. Radio is pure jazz, man. It's alive and unpredictable. You can't just learn it. Sure, you could pay some big shot to tell you which buttons to press and when, and that's fine. But that's not radio. Not really. Here's another previously scheduled song that I didn't choose.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be tame. University gives you a bright future or clouds it with death.
Here's a question from Kevin in Flottering. Hey Harrison, what was your favorite project in school? Well, it's a good question, and you gotta remember, just because education is a scam doesn't mean all those teachers are bad people. So, to answer your question, I used to like making the little volcano. It's pretty trippy to learn that volcanoes are full of vinegar, right? But how do we collect it safely? I don't know. But that's what they ought to be teaching us, man.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Students are asked not to ask questions. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
I never went to college. At least, I don't remember going to college. Anyway, I turned out just fine. Join me at the same time tomorrow, when the day sun goes bye-bye and the spooky white beach ball casts down its dark favor on us all. Good night.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. The academic year is now over. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
Hello, yes, I'm Maggie Watmore, doing my best on campus radio. We've got a big show for you today, but I'm trying not to think about it. No, only joking, of course. This is really fun. Let's have some music, shall we?
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Students should check in before trying to learn.
And now over to Hugh, and something about a hose.
Yes, that's right. Students were protesting a sudden spike in milkshake prices. I'm told that proceedings were fairly peaceful until a rogue beach ball struck an attendant on the arm. Things got a little tasty, and a garden hose was even used on one student who described himself as fine, just a bit wet. I'll be here bringing you the updates as the story develops. Back to you.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless.
And now, Wanda, with an update on the latest campus fashion trends. Anyone who's someone is wearing their shoelaces untied. This trend is here to stay. Oh, there really is something about seeing all those laces dancing in the wind. Yes, we may have seen a fairly drastic uptake in people falling down, but this is the price you pay for fashion.
Education is non-refundable. There's a fly in here. If you don't know where your class is it really worth it?
Beaver from Bungle. The small car that makes the little things feel bigger than they are. It's a perspective thing.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
the end of today's show, and didn't that fly by? I wasn't timing it or anything, but if I was, I think I'd see that we finished 35 seconds early. I've been Maggie Watmore. I'll be back tomorrow for my next allotted segment. Bye for now.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. Congratulations. Research project complete.
2 Point Radio. Congratulations, you found me. It's the Wolfman, Harrison Wolf, bringing you the truth from an undisclosed location here on 2 Point Radio. Let's start thinking some radical thoughts while you listen to a piece of pre-digested popular music. All right? All right.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
Let's talk about the news. The news is like tea leaves or constellations, or when you find a singular glove on a fence post in the park. You can't look at it straight on. You gotta read between the lines. So when I say people in hog sport can expect some minor flooding over the next week, what am I really saying? Think about it.
Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. The academic year is now over. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do?
I see Jumbo McNally is sticking with the hard sell on the humbly named Jumbo University. If I was looking for an education, it sure wouldn't be from that guy that sells the nuts. That information, unlike Jumbo University, was totally free. You're welcome, listeners.
Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it.
breakfast can be hard for us all.
Toast again? I hate it here!
Uh-oh, give those heckling kids something new to chew on. Only Hoglog cereal combines 4 types of wheat with a salty crunch of crispy pork skin.
You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
We're back, but I was never really gone. What do you think I do while you're all listening to music? You probably think I eat a biscuit or go for a little walk, and sure, sometimes I do that, but in a different sense. Nothing could be further from the truth. Here's some more music while...
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
I've been playing some new video games recently, and man, has it been a while. The last time I played video games, you were a tiny hexagon, and you had to chase a squirrel to the top of the castle, or something like that. Anyway, I tried that new Meat Wizard game everyone's going on about, and boy, what a ride. Who knew that being a spell-casting, salami-wielding sorcerer would be so much fun? When you say it out loud, it sounds obvious.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. The campus has opened a new building. Good for us. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Why is robotics such a popular career path for kids these days? I tell you, I'm seriously concerned that we're losing our perfectly understandable fear of the machines. I mean, don't you see what's happening? When you build a robot, you're working for the robots. We gotta make a stand. Join me in flushing my doorbell down the toilet. United we stand, together we flush.
Staff are reminded to care about students. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. There's a fly in here.
We're just finishing up for today. I hope it was everything you dreamed it would be. Think about it next time you're sleeping and all the false realities drop away around you, leaving you playing chess with a sassy hat stand, finally feeling the real unfiltered truth. See you around.
Hard work may or may not pay off. Students are reminded to find themselves. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now.
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County? You decide.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. announcement. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Students should check in before trying to learn.
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challenges. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO, Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious, lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls. Oh, now that is impressive.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
This from Michelle in Smogley. I spoke to Maya Winsock after a Q&A once and told her that I'd written her a letter. She said that she remembered reading it, but I'd never sent it to her. So what? Did she break into my house? Or is she, like, telepathic, but just with post? What a lovely anecdote, Michelle. And aren't we lucky to have a mayor that's willing to go above as well as beyond?
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Students are reminded to set reminders. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Clean your whiskers and grab your briefcase because Cat Court is in session. This season, it's all litigation and litter trays. The Bureaucrats. New episode every week on Bundle Pictures.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
It's election day here in 2 Point County. Who else remembers the year they tried to hold the election through a bungle-made phone application? It's amazing to think that we'll never know whether the app didn't work or if no one voted that year. That's the mysterious wonder of pioneering technology. Anyway, here's hoping that this year we'll get some votes in.
Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
Here's a word from Jeffrey in Blyton. I, for one, think things have been all right, but you know, could they have been better? I think I speak for everyone when I say, yes, maybe they could have. Well, thanks for your time, Jeffrey. Wise words.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Students should check in before trying to learn. Students are asked not to ask questions. Education is non-refundable.
The witching hour is almost here, and this journalist's heart is positively beating with legislative excitement. But while we wait for the final count, I'll leave you with this. I spoke to my neighbour last weekend, and he informed me that he never decides his vote until he's in the booth, giving that fateful cross to whichever candidate has the funnier name. Just goes to show we're all a bit of method and all a bit of madness.
Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Staff are reminded to care about students.
The votes are in, and we're hearing that it's a landslide victory for Mayor Tabitha Windsock. Some people are bound to be pleased, while others must be feeling something else entirely. What we do know is that democracy has triumphed, meaning that, yet again, the people of 2 Point County will be getting what they asked for. We've made our bed, and now it's time to sleep in it. Good night.
Students are reminded to set reminders. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Education is non-refundable. reminded to find themselves.
This is Campus Radio, and I'm your host, Felicity Bellbottoms. Speculation continues to build over that smell in the lecture theatre. But what should you believe? Did someone really stuff a block of cheddar under one of the seats? Or is it haunted? The answer may surprise you.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Year is now over. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Time for a book review. Over to Maggie, who's been reading the memoirs of 2 Point Radio's longest tenured DJ. This week, I've been reading A Life on the Waves by Ricky Hawthorne. Oh, so good. Really, really good. Because I didn't know before, actually, that he spent so much time at sea. Or, well, near any water, really, and that's just super interesting.
Janitor to maintain robotics project. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
The renovation of a library might sound like a good thing, but here's Hugh to tell us why it's actually quite sad.
In Smogley, students have been looking forward to the renovation of the old campus library. The carpet is plush and the study areas are dressed with kettles and beanbags. The library is alive and bustling, but the old bookcases are left on the outside, looking in. Yes, 3 old bookcases stand on the lawn outside the library, a monument to a past that's now over. Spare a thought for them as you enjoy a sleek, frictionless library experience.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational. University gives you a bright future and clouds replace it with debt. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework.
At Milkmaid, we use real dairy-style ingredients in our milkshakes for a level of consistency that just isn't natural. Meaning that every glass of Milkmaid is eerily similar to the last.
Wow!
Milkmaid. Now that's good milk. Not technically milk.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. Hard work may or may not pay off. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend.
And there we have it. It's being reported that that smell in the lecture theatre was, indeed, a large piece of cheese. We're hearing that a member of the janitorial staff was seen retrieving the putrid wedge in a hazmat suit, though this particular source has been known to exaggerate. We can only hope the smell dissipates and our community can breathe deeply and cheeselessly once again.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Students are asked not to ask questions. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are reminded to be in two places at once. We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. enjoy your summer. I know I will. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. Students should check in before trying to learn. It's not your year, it's just another year.
Listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Good day, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, and welcome to the show. On my drive in this morning, I was speedily overtaken by a car full of whippersnappers, pipsqueaks, and good-for-somethings. I couldn't tell what they were chanting, but it certainly did look like fun. So today, only partly because I've got nothing else planned, I thought I'd pay tribute to those young people by telling you a few stories from my glory days.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
those of you who don't know how I spent my formative years, I was born, bred and buttered right here in 2 Point County before attending what was then called 2 Point University. I think it's still called that now, but it was then too. Right, top draw anecdotes coming up, but first, here's another toe tapper.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
When it comes to food, sometimes simple living is happy living. Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly lucky to eat a wide range of things nowadays, from chicken sandwiches to pastas of seemingly infinite shapes and lengths. But I'll never forget that time at university when I lived off an enormous block of cheddar. I was said to be mostly cheese by the end of term, and, you know, I think they were right.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Students are reminded decided that you came here on purpose. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
We all like a milkshake. But drinking too much milk can and will make you uncontrollably ill. Be safe and try to have very slightly less than that. This message is brought to you by the Milkmaid Corporation.